Hey Derpo, how's life? I don't know, it's alright. Been a long time since I've made one of these, bit of a life update video. I figured, now's probably a good time to do one of these, since things are about to change quite a lot for me. So ages ago, I don't even remember exactly how long ago because the video doesn't exist anymore. I unlisted it, maybe even deleted it, but I made an update video a while ago that kind of talked about where I was in life, and it was very vulnerable, like, oh, I don't like myself, and I think I'm gonna be alone forever, and everything's gonna suck forever. Things have changed a lot since then. For one, I have a girlfriend. I've been dating someone for about 3 years now, so that's already a big change from the last time you heard from me. And also, the biggest one, I have a kid on the way. Within the next few days. In fact, so that's something. I'm just gonna try and keep this to what's going on and not go too deep into how I'm feeling about all of this. But yeah, I got a kid on the way. I'm gonna have a daughter. I'm gonna be a father in a couple of days, which is not something that I ever thought I would ever do. And to be perfectly frank, it's not really something I ever wanted to do either. I think it's probably not a surprise that I have a very negative view of the world. And I never really wanted to bring a life into this messed up world that we live in, but now I am. And I've had about the last 9 months to try and reckon with that, and I'm not fully there yet, but it's all right. I feel like I'll get there, hopefully. What does that mean for the channel? Because that's really what's most important in this video, is what does that mean for the channel? And I don't really know yet. In my mind, because I am very pessimistic and I tend to look at things rather negatively, I just kind of have this looming sense of doom of the channel's gonna die and I'm never gonna be able to do what I love again, and my life is over. And I know deep down that's not true, but that's what my brain's telling me, and I don't like it. It's not very fun. More practically, what it probably means is that it's gonna take even longer for me to get videos out for a bit, while I adjust to, being a father, which I've kind of been told is a bit of a full-time thing. And of course I still have to, work a job and stuff because I live in America, and you're not allowed to take time off or get paternity leave or anything like that, because America just loves its citizens so much. I'm gonna try not to get too political. I'm not a fan of our country. Did you know that? All right, this is not the time and place. Anyway, I guess other updates in life. Job. I used to work for Papa John's a while ago. I mentioned it a couple times in some videos. I finally got a better job. Well, better paying job, not a better job. I now am a package delivery person for Amazon, which if you know me, if you're one of the people who knows me a little more beyond my actual videos, I'm not a big capitalist guy. I'm not a big corporation fan, and now I'm working for the biggest one in the entire world. Well, it's up there. I don't know, Google might be bigger or something. The cope that I tell myself is that I'm working for like a third party that like is between me and actual Amazon, so I don't actually work for Amazon. That's what I've been doing for the past few months, is delivering packages, and it's been hell on my body. It's a much more active job than sitting in a pizza shop and occasionally getting up to make some pizzas for people. A bit more directly channel related is the Infernum series. Where's the Infernum series been? I know I always just take like long breaks and stuff in between videos, but this last break has been a little bit longer. What happened? I don't really have the motivation to continue it anymore. One, just for the before mentioned reasons, my life's about to change very, very drastically, and I am trying to reckon with that, so I just don't really have a whole lot of motivation to put in the time to make the videos. Two, Yharon is next, and I hate Yharon, and I've thrown a few attempts at him. I have, like, I don't know, 20 or so deaths or something to him right now as of me recording this, and I don't like the fight at all. I am kind of slowly learning it. I've gotten to, like, phase 6 of 8, I think. I don't remember exactly how many. There's too many damn phases in this fight. I don't like this fight at all. It feels very inconsistent and weird, and I know that's probably just me failing to learn it, but whatever. And the other thing that's totally killed my motivation for this series was the release of my last video, the Infernum Devourer of Gods experience. So if you don't know, because I never really said it, that video was the entire reason that I started the Infernum playthrough to begin with. I had heard of the Infernum mod, and I'd seen a couple people play it ages ago. And I was listening to the soundtrack that song is from in that video, the Positron. The soundtrack, the game soundtrack is from a game called Sunshine Heavy Industries. I've never played the game, but the guy who made the soundtrack, Aaron Charov, has very quickly become one of my new favorite artists for video game soundtracks and just music in general. He's made some incredible stuff. But yeah, I came across Positron, and for whatever reason, my brain made the connection between that song and the Infernum Devourer of Gods fight, and the, like, sort of general progression that you see people go through learning that fight, which is, let me fight it like regular dog in base Calamity, and just slowly figuring out, oh, this doesn't work. Oh, I need to ram dash, and, like, learning that and that sort of progression, and I thought that was really cool. And for whatever reason, I just connected it to that song, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to make a video where I learn to fight Devourer of Gods in Infernum, and I want to edit it to Positron. And that was before I started the series at all. And I was like, okay, to get there, I'm gonna have to play all of Infernum. So I did. That was the only reason, or the main reason. The other reason was because other people, you guys wanted to see it, obviously. I let you guys vote, and most people voted for Infernum, so it worked out. That video was the only reason I made any of it. And I did it. I made the video. It turned out exactly like I wanted it to. I am really, really proud of the video. It's great. I love it. It did not blow up like I was kind of hoping it would. It's obviously a very different style to the type of videos I normally make. It's just the boss fight, and I used the clickbait title of, oh, the Infernum experience, you know, that there's already 3 billion videos out there titled that exact same thing. So I was kind of hoping maybe the algorithm would pick it up and maybe it would go off a little bit, and it didn't. It got less views than a regular episode, actually. And that, usually numbers don't hurt me. Usually I don't care, because I know this is just a hobby, but that one hurt. I put a lot of effort into making that video. I know it's not perfect, I know it's not great, I know it's really niche. Nobody's heard of Sunshine Heavy Industries or the soundtrack to it. Nobody knows what Positron is. There's so many other songs that I could have used that would have been more popular and more well-known and probably would have fit better. It's also a very weird choice of song. It's not very, like, bombastic and cinematic like you would kind of expect for a Devourer of Gods fight, but there's just something about it that just perfectly fits the vibe in my head, so I decided to go through with it anyway, knowing that it probably wouldn't be anyone's favorite. And then, shock and surprise, it wasn't. That has also just kind of killed my motivation. It's like, that was it. That was the peak of the series for me. It's all downhill from here. I don't like Yharon. I've never liked Supreme Calamitas. I'm very curious to see what Wrath of the Gods XMX looks like, because I've avoided all spoilers on that. But I just don't even know if I'm going to get there anymore, because I gotta beat Yharon, and I hate this fight. And my motivation for it is gone. So I will probably still finish it at some point. I don't know. I don't know when. I've also just been distracted playing other video games. I finally got around to playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33 because the entire world's been talking about it, how good it is. Haven't finished it quite yet, and it's really making it hard to finish. I gotta be honest. There are points in this game where it just feels like it does not want me to be playing it, but that's a topic for a different video. Good game, great game, but I have some problems with it. So yeah, I've been playing other things, and I just don't want to throw attempts at Yharon, that damn chicken nugget right now. Also, side note, we got that whole Calamity update thing coming. Like, they were like, oh, the Sunken Sea, we're gonna split that into 2 updates. We're gonna do all the nice quality of life stuff in one update, and then the Sunken Sea stuff in another update, which I think is great, super cool, fantastic idea. They still don't have the Yharon resprite coming. What the hell, dude? Maybe this is something that the Calamity community as a whole is more informed on, but I feel like they made the Yharon resprite like 7 years ago or some shit, and it's still not in the game. People use it in their thumbnails for videos all the time. Maybe there's a mod out there that puts it in. Like, what is going on with the Yharon resprite, dude? They gotta put it in. He looks dog shit, dude. So yeah, and then the Terraria 1.4.5 is coming out soon, probably by the end of this month. My initial plan for that update was to try and do a multiplayer playthrough with my girlfriend, because she's not super familiar with the game, and I don't know, I thought it'd be fun. Those plans are, I don't know how that's gonna go now, because we're gonna be parents here soon. So that's gonna throw things off a little bit. It will no doubt come out before I have finished Infernum though, so I may put Infernum on hiatus and then come back to the final 3 bosses of the game. I know there's technically also the Primordial Worm, but I don't know if I'm fighting Kevin. Is he Kevin? I don't remember what Yardis calls the Primordial Worm. I don't think it's Kevin. Kevin's the name of the taser ball. I don't even know if that's Calamity. I think that's Fargo's. Bro, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with all of this. I kind of want to also make a video titled something along the lines of some random internet loser breaks down his least iconic videos, and it would be like a kind of a parody of those videos you see of like famous actor breaks down his most iconic roles. But it would instead just be me talking about the Joe Squidly videos, the New Year's videos that I make. Because every time I post one, somebody's like, wow, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, that's okay. You don't really need to know what's going on. Like, up to a certain point, I started putting like little bits of intentionality into the videos. They actually have a little bit of meaning. But I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it's mostly just stuff that like reflects what's going on in my life. And it's probably a lot more interesting to just come up with stuff on your own. If you can like make up a headcanon for what's going on in those videos, I would stick with that. I feel like that's a little bit more interesting than what is actually there. Yeah, I still might make that. I think it'd be fun to just do that. I know nobody asked, nobody cares, but that's not really the point of my channel. The point of this channel is to do things that I find interesting and fun. So I think I might do that. And I know a couple of you magnificent people will tune in regardless, because at one point I got a comment, I think it was from Neo Selkit, might have been from somebody else though, saying that they truly would watch me do anything. They would watch me describe paint drying. And that's ridiculous, and I don't think you should do that, but thank you so much, and I'm very grateful that you do. I guess that's pretty much all I got for the update video. Sorry things have been so sparse as always. I know that the response to that is gonna be, brother, you're fine, chill. It's okay. We know this is a hobby for you. We know you got life going on. And I appreciate that. Thank you guys. That's what things are gonna be looking like for the future. Very unknown, nebulous, and stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a magnificent day.